What up guys, and welcome back to the FitMenCook kitchen. Now listen, I know a lot of y'all follow me here on YouTube, but if you don't follow me on IG and Facebook, then I gotta say you're missing out. I'm sharing recipes and other food inspo to help keep your diet interesting. So today, I wanted to share 5 insanely popular recipes. Okay, maybe insanely was a bit much. I know I was just really getting to the whole emotion of it, but they have been really popular. I know you're gonna love these. Check these out. First up is my 5-ingredient keto salmon alfredo. Now people love this recipe. What I love about it is it's very minimal, but it has a ton of flavor. One of the things that you can do with this recipe is you can actually use canned salmon, and also people forget to salt their zucchini noodles. Salting your zucchini noodles is super important because it helps to soften them up before you use them into a recipe. Also, if you are a little bit more on the lactose side and you can't have that much cream, then you could swap in full-fat coconut cream for the heavy cream instead. It's gonna slightly change the flavor, but the Parmesan takes up for that. Now once you have everything mixed together, I use fresh dill, but you can use your own fresh herb. I actually have my own herb garden now, so I can just go outside and grab herbs whenever I want to. And don't worry guys, store-bought herbs are fine too. But you can use fresh basil, you can use some parsley, whatever you want, just toss it in there. And I do use the salt and pepper. Technically that's more than 5 ingredients, but y'all forgive me because it tastes amazing. Check it out on Instagram or Facebook or on FitMenCook.com. Next, I want to show y'all my walnut and black bean burger. What I love about this one is that it is completely plant-based, and it was one of those unexpected experiments that actually just went insanely well. One of the main things that people forget to do whenever they're making the burger, and this goes for also just for animal burgers too, is to let the burger chill a little bit. So after you put in all the ingredients and you're making the mixture, let the burger chill in the fridge before you put it onto the skillet or even the grill. Also, your flax egg. Your flax egg should be really dense and kind of slimy a little bit. If it's too watery, then you may need to add a little bit more flax and then let it sit at room temperature so that way it thickens up quite a bit, and then add that into your mixture. And lastly, whenever you're putting the whole thing together, you don't always have to use a bun. You can use a grilled portobello mushroom. You can put this onto a betta salad if you're trying to go a little bit more low carb. Remember though that you are eating a whole bunch of beans and nuts, so that's going to affect the calories as well. But this is an amazing recipe. I know you're gonna love it. Try it out. You can get it from my Instagram and Facebook or FitMenCook.com. Next, we are making one of my favorites. We're making an omelet avocado toast. Yes, you heard me correctly. That is an omelet inside a toast and then putting some avocado on top of it. Yes, it was insanely good and really popular. The thing about this recipe is I use some sourdough bread because it's already kind of dry, but if you want, you could use some toasted Ezekiel bread. You want to make sure that you don't get the really soft bread, so either toast it before or just get already like dried bread, kind of like sourdough. Also, make this your own. I use some bell peppers and some eggs, but if you want to be a little bit naughty and put a little cheese in there, you can do that too. This recipe is very easy to customize. Now the most important thing with this recipe is just the topping, because that really brings it all together. I use some green beans, I use some pomegranate, or you could even use some edamame to boost the protein content. Make this your own, just keep it calorie conscious. I know some of y'all gonna put bacon on there, and if you want to, that's fine too. Get the recipe from my Instagram or Facebook, or head over to FitMenCook.com. Next, we are making some poke bowl nachos. Now I gotta admit, this is personally one of my favorite recipes that I make on a weekly basis, and so I was so excited to see that everybody else loved it too. The first hack is making some wonton chips out of the wonton wraps. Now I love this. You could either brush them or spray them with a little bit of oil, or you can be a little bit more adventurous like me and brush them with some hoisin sauce, which adds a bit of flavor. Sprinkle on some little sesame seeds and ooh, I'm guaranteed you will just be eating these all the time. Now, when it comes to the poke sauce, generally you can just get by on just a little bit of sesame oil, some coconut aminos or some soy sauce, and just a little bit of mayo, and mix that together and it'll be great. Now, if you want to add a little bit more flavor, you can think about tossing in some tropical fruits. It'll add a bit of sweetness in there, and then some avocado to add some creaminess. But make this your own, guys. It's an incredible recipe that you can make just for yourself, for your boo thang, or even for a party. And the best thing about it is that whenever you make it at home, you save yourselves a ton of money, because poke eating out is expensive as I don't know what. Try out the recipe. I know you're gonna love it. Seriously, check out my Instagram or my Facebook or FitMenCook.com to get it. And lastly, one of my most popular recipes for a long time is this chicken crust pizza. Yes, it's a pizza with the whole crust being chicken, so it is keto friendly and it's low carb and it's darn good. One of the most common mistakes I find that people do with this recipe, which is really hard to mess up, is not spreading it out evenly and thinly on a baking sheet. You've got to do that first because the chicken has to go and breathe. Now, there may be a little bit of water or moisture there after baking, so what you can do is you can transfer that crust to a new freshly baked baking tray or some parchment paper, so that way whenever you bake it again with the toppings, it's not going to be soiled there. And then a good pizza is known by its toppings, so just load it up with just a little bit of sauce and your favorite herbs, your favorite vegetables, and of course the cheese. I know you were going to love this recipe as much as everyone else has, so head over to my Instagram or my Facebook or FitMenCook.com to get this recipe, and don't forget to tag me in it because I know what you're going to make is going to be bomb. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. I hope that you all enjoyed it. Remember to follow me on Instagram and Facebook at FitMenCook to get more of these delicious, healthy recipes just like this. And remember to tag me because I want to see your skills in the kitchen. So whether you tag me on Instagram or Facebook, just remember that at FitMenCook and hashtag FitMenCook. Alright guys, thank you all for watching. Until next time, I want y'all to keep it healthy, but of course, never ever boring. Ooh! Bye guys.